Okay. Took me a little bit to figure this one out and to get the information, but I think I got everything lined up now. Welcome back everyone to the channel. Hope you're having a fabulous one out there. I appreciate you being here and stopping on in. Okay. Today we're listening to the track Scatter Me. This is by TC&I. TC&I. Coming off of their EP Great Aspirations, released, says here 2017. I gotta tell you, in looking up this, I didn't know. I was gonna say I'd never heard of TCI, and I the first group that came to mind, I know it's not the same, obviously, was TLC. I've never even heard of TCI. However, when I pull it up here, well, guess what? We do have. This is very familiar. By English duo TC&I, bassist Colin Moulding and drummer Terry Chambers, obviously from XTC. So they worked together in 2017. I honestly, I didn't know that there was any form, I guess, of XTC and like the band making music, even though it's just the two of them. But like that is interesting. Okay, I'm very curious to get into this and hear what it sounds like. So let's go ahead and pull up the track. We will discuss it a little bit after. Here we go.
Scatter me far and wide, up in the hills where we walked. Although the wind may blow cruelly, scatter me, my one and only. Scatter me where we lived, under your favorite rose. Although the blossom is falling, scatter me on one hazy morning. Oh, scatter me once,
there's Terry.
Scatter me twice, oh, scatter me fondly, like wedding bell rice. Then live on, bang a gong, sing a song for the land of the living. One day real soon I'll be a particle just floating. Maybe by chance I'll fly and land beneath your feet.
I like the space given here for the sax.
Scatter me down the lane, under a mackerel sky. November leaves will be falling. Scatter me where crows are squawking. Scatter me all.
That's a good fill to that space in there.
Down at the secret place, once there was made these three wishes, dandelions blown with three kisses. Oh, scatter me once, scatter me twice, oh, scatter me sweetly in wedding gown white. Then live on, bang a gong, sing a song for the land of the living.
It's really cool to hear Colin's
One
voice.
day it cuts up rough, I'm at your window. Be careful where you tread, it might be me sweating.
I love that. I like how much they're including in this track.
Scatter me,
Not just in and out.
Scatter me twice, oh, scatter me
I love his
like
catchy
wedding
chorus.
bell rice. Then live on, bang a gong, sing a song for the land of the living. Oh, scatter me once, scatter me twice, oh, scatter
That's
me
catchy, man.
sweetly in wedding gown white. Then live on, bang a gong, sing a song for the land of the living.
That was a great track. Okay, so 2017. And we have members of XTC here, Colin and Terry, coming together and making just a really fun pop rock song. It has some of the nuances from XTC, but I feel like this is a little bit more mature, but without losing the charm of what makes XTC who they are and who they were. And by the way, just so at least you guys know, there was a music video here that I was playing, but I'm not showing it on screen due to the copyright, but because I couldn't find it on Spotify. Really, really fun song and incredibly catchy. I also love Colin's singing here because like he has a very distinctive voice, but it's cool here to hear it a little more aged, a little bit more mature, but without losing that energetic and creative step. You know, it's just really cool to hear. I guess in part the band here at this particular point in the careers of these individuals, and they sounded great. Terry sounds like he hasn't lost a step in his drumming. I really like that fill that he kind of leaves a little pause in between some of the notes there. Like that's just really fun and building anticipation. The jaunty and joyful piano, the chords playing and dancing around is really fun. You have some additional musicians involved here, obviously the saxophone and the singer, which I see his soprano voice here. That's going to be courtesy of Susanna Bevington, which her vocals are lovely. It's like, and it's so cool because it's in a place where another instrument would come in and perform a solo, such as the saxophone did, which the saxophone is going to be performed by Alan Bateman. And it sounds great. Bateman's sax sounds really lovely. And I like how it's kind of quieter in the mix rather than so overt and in your face. But I like the same thing about Susanna's vocals. That soprano voice and that singing could be used to really be in the top of the production volume levels, I guess you could say. It could be in the forefront of the stage, but kind of similar. Her vocals are pushed a little bit more down and kind of giving a more subdued feel. So that's just kind of an extra texture in the music rather than something that pulls away attention from that particular point. I thought that was really well done. And like I said, a very similar thing with the saxophone here. If we can find the moment where she's singing here. This is what happening in the music video. I'll link it for you guys. But it really just acted like another texture there in the music, and to just kind of elevate it, but also smooth things over, which was really, really nice. And like I said, the chorus is so catchy. Ba 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 ba. Like that is a melody that is quick-footed and charming. You will have that repeating like a hamster on a wheel as you leave this video, and you'll just have that in your mind. I don't doubt it, whatever or whatsoever. You also have Mikey Rowe on Farfisa organ and Ornate Tinkling on this track. What could ornate tinkling be? Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. Scatter me far and wide up in the hills where we walked. Although the wind may blow cruelly, scatter me, my one and only. Scatter me where we lived under your favorite rose. Although the blossom is falling, scatter me on one hazy morning. Scatter me once, scatter me twice, scatter me fondly like wedding bell rice. Then live on, bang a gong, sing a song for the land of the living. I love that the topic of this track is scattering his ashes after he's gone. And this is coming from an older and more experienced couple of bandmates. That just all fits together. And I love where he says, scatter me here, scatter me there, but then live on. Live your life. Enjoy life. One day real soon, I'll be a particle just floating on. Maybe by chance I'll fly, the land beneath your feet. Scatter me down the lane under a mackerel sky. November leaves will be falling. Scatter me when crows are squawking. Scatter me all alone down at the secret place. Once there was made these 3 wishes. Dandelions blown with 3 kisses. I think that this is a really lovely song, and I love the way that whichever of them wrote this particular track and the lyrics, I would imagine Colin, but I could be wrong. I just love the theme of it and how it's written as well. And if one day it cuts up rough, I'm at your window. Be careful where you tread. It might be me swept in. And with such a serious kind of theme, and something so reflective and in dealing with death and after death, I love how we still get bits of humor in there. It's just tonally, in every respect, fantastically written, wonderfully played, and hilariously catchy. Da 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 da. That's a really great track. I enjoyed that. Let me know what you all thought down below. Have you ever heard of TC&I? I think they only had this one EP that I'm seeing, and they only have 4 songs on it. Here. That was really good, though. Kevin, thank you so much for the request and for sending that in. I appreciate that. That was a really great listen. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, morning, afternoon, or night, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.